Okay, senor.
Wait a minute, drinking my coffee.
Oh.
Teamwork, huh?
Yeah, that's
Name of the game.
yeah.
Well, I noticed when I got off my bike last night, my shoulders were real tight.
Yeah.
And that's more stress than it is anything else. Plus, a couple of times I thought to myself, wow, you're squeezing those hand grips tight. Yeah.
Yep, I was too.
Well, I'm looking at this trip and thinking a lot of times we go like 250, 300 miles a day down the asphalt. And you compare that to about a fourth of that on dirt. And I just thought the dirt was delightful. It's such a great change. But Jerry thinks it's more stressful. I have to agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just definitely more. You're concentrating more.
Yeah.
Every foot you're traveling over because of all the rocks and just road surface compared to a nice clean asphalt.
We got the excess calories today from the broccoli soup that'll help us concentrate.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What do you see?
Motorcycle.
Whoa.
Makes flat tires seem like not that big a deal. Tastes like harmless carbon to me.
Okay.
Oh, well, there's more people up here riding. That's good.
Now, did you hear anything about the guy in the sidecar?
I heard that there's a vehicle down there, and he's checked in, and he's supposed to come back in and get it.
Did they say whether he got hurt at all?
He made it out. That's all they told me.
Yeah.
He had very little information, and so I quizzed him, and it sounded like it was the same one, so I didn't bother to come up here yesterday, but I'm up here today. I want to go see where it's at.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like all those things, it sobers you up. I'm just taking that to show that we rode through a huge country.
What do you see?
Well, we're looking right at the lookout we rode up to yesterday.
Oh,
Burnt knob.
yeah?
And that's all the Selway Bitterroot Wilderness area right there. Nobody there still. 3 guys on motorcycles.
Trying to get up to it.
Ubi caritas et amor Deus ibi est congregavit nos in unum Christi exultemus et in ipso iucum Deum et ex corde limigamus nos in cielo.
Oh, here's some. One.
There's a bunch of them right over here. More than there are out here.
God, one bite, it's gone.
If I were gonna pick enough for a pie, somebody'd have to pay me about $80 for the pie. But they sure are good.
Magruder Ranger Station. Whether we like it or not. Here's some water. So if it isn't mountain goats, it's
That's pretty good, isn't it? The all-star photographer.
But I live in Idaho. You feel like you just did 130 miles of dirt?
sort of. I mean,
He sort of looks like it, doesn't he?
yeah. I do, especially in my muscles, my shoulders. That's tense riding.
Yeah. Especially
No matter what you say.
going off the pavement and hitting dirt again at 60.
We're headed
Did you
south.
see the rocks rolling down the cliff right back here?
We're heading for Salmon, Idaho.
Okay, the next stop is Salmon. We sort of took a little detour up Burnt Mountain. That was pretty exciting. Kevin took videos of it. I don't think I could stand to watch them. At least if I had anything on my stomach, I couldn't stand to watch it. Bouncy rocks and everything, but it was fun. We only went up a mile.
But it's pretty rough. We had some really rough riding. Yeah, a lot of rocks and bad areas, and it was. I mean, you know, that was part of it. But golly, it was really adventuresome. We had a good time. No accidents, but Kevin had a flat tire on his motorcycle. Yep, out in the dirt road, out in the middle of nowhere. And we, believe it or not, we fixed it. A bath that lasts.
Looks like a hot spring.
It's a cold spring. It's the Salmon River with no heat. But it feels good after eating dust for 3 days. Kevin's dust, Dave's dust, four-wheeler's dust. How many? 69 people's that passed this dust. And a mule and 4 horses.